So 3, 2.
Hi everybody, Marty Rubin, and I'm back for another segment of Marty's Corner. And let's see who our special guest is today. You never know who could show up on Marty's Corner. We've got Jessica Murphy, who is playing the Cat in the Hat.
How'd you recognize me?
And you dressed up for the occasion.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
My Sunday best.
With your microphone and the whole thing.
For the interview.
Your character, it's playful, mischievous, imaginative.
So much fun.
So wise, right? I mean, and you've been in so many shows here. You're a very familiar face. I mean, you've been in Happy Elf, you've been in James and the Giant Peach, you've been in Wizard of Oz, right? How is this role different from some of the other roles that you've had at the Argyle Theater?
Oh, this one's just so much fun. I feel like once the show starts, it just keeps going. The energy just builds.
Yes.
And I love the moving around, popping in and out of scenes, interacting with literally everyone in the show.
Yes,
It's just so much fun.
Your character plays, amongst many things, the MC. And is that fun for you, like when you break, that fourth wall where the crowd is...
I love the audience, the reactions and participation.
Right. Yes.
I mean, I can definitely see all the faces out there.
Yes.
I love
and there are
building off
scenes,
that energy.
and there are scenes where you are bringing them out and they're shouting things back to you. So
those are the best ones.
Yes.
The crowd gets going; they're really into it.
Right.
I love it.
You have like rubber legs out here. I mean, I swear, I don't even know how to describe your
legs.
dancing. Yes, it's sort of like a moonwalk. Or how would you describe some of your dance moves out here?
Definitely just loosey goosey. I just kind of feel the music, and that's kind of what pops out.
Right. This is a beautiful cast. This show is terrific, absolutely terrific. Is it an interesting challenge for you to play with, a young actor? The young boy that's playing JoJo. Jackson Parker Gill. Is it interesting to play off someone who's so young?
I love Jackson. I actually knew him before the show, which I think was really helpful.
Right.
Walking in day one and just being like, oh my gosh, hey, how are you?
Yes.
But he's so sweet, so talented, so
Yes, he
professional.
Yes.
That it's just so much fun to play with him on stage.
And there's a really good chemistry with the both of you. I mean, you could see that.
It's so fun.
See that you enjoy each other. There is a coincidence out here I have to talk about. So, at the same time that we have Seussical playing, which is Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10:30.
Be there.
Got to come see. She's unbelievable. We have Grease playing on the main stage.
Yeah. Grease is the word.
Yes, and I understand there's a connection between Jake Oz, who's playing Danny Zuko, and yourself. What is that connection?
Jake and I went to high school together. We did a couple of shows.
Was that Rydell High School?
No, unfortunately, it was not Rydell. It was Northport. And then we went to the prom together as friends with a big group of friends.
We're saying that Danny Zuko and the Cat in the Hat went to the prom.
I know.
To the prom
at the high school hop. I know.
That's a power couple.
I know. It was so much fun. Jake's great. Also, the show is fantastic. I've seen it so many times. I love it. Come see Grease.
Oh, yeah.
2-show day. See Seuss in the morning. Have lunch in the beautiful town of Babylon, and then come see Grease.
There you go. There's a little infomercial.
Hey!
So, you know that Marty's Corner has a sports reference.
Oh, I love it. I've been waiting for it.
Yes. So, in sports, a lot of athletes have superstitions. So, in basketball, LeBron James, he puts chalk dust on his hand and he throws it in the air before the game. So he gets better traction on his hands, but I think it's a superstition that I'm ready to go.
Do this.
Or I know when I played baseball in college, I put the black stuff under my eyes. That got me, in the groove. Wade Boggs, the baseball player, used to eat chicken before every game. Okay. Do you have a superstition? You're the cat.
I eat chicken before. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you have a superstition before you come out on stage?
I think I do have to do the same thing every time. Just make sure I have all my pieces on and I always tie my shoes, always retie my shoes. Because one time they were not tied in rehearsal. And ever since then, I always think I have to double knot my shoes because there will not be a moment to stop.
Right. But do you have a point where, right before the show, where Jessica Murphy is gone and you are the Cat in the Hat, where you're not even, you don't really want to have a conversation. You just want to be in mode, for the show.
You know what's funny? I don't really need that kind of moment to settle into it. I think because the character is so comfortable to me right now, because I know what I'm doing. I think if I didn't know the material as well, then I would need like to take that minute.
Right.
But it just kind of like snaps into it. I don't know.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
The show, it's really a terrific children's show. There's so many positive messages in the show. What would you say is one of the more important messages of Seussical?
Probably a person's a person, no matter how small, and just listening to everyone's opinions and spreading that joy and that happiness and that creativity.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. And that team feeling too. Does it?
Yeah.
Sometimes
we're all a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you ever like give yourself the opportunity to sit back when everybody's doing their thing out here and say, "Wow, this is great."
I love it.
Yeah.
And honestly, half the show I'm able to just kind of, especially when I'm up there on my platform, and I just kind of watch and I'm like, oh, look at these people go. Like they're having so much fun and just telling such a great story to these kids and adults, everyone.
And today we had a camp show, which was great, and all these young kids. Does that bring you back? I mean, you're not very old, you're still very young, but does it make you think back when you were 8, 9, 10 years old and you wanted to get into musical theater? And does it bring you back a little bit?
Definitely. I mean, especially at the meet and greet and things, we get people all the time that say, "This is my first show."
Right.
And we're like, "Oh my gosh, like that's awesome. Like we're so happy that you came here today."
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
It is. It's fun. On Saturdays and Sundays after the show, the cast greets everybody. You take a picture with them. They sign autographs. But I mean, the really young ones look at you. You are the Cat in the Hat. Then. I mean,
I know, I love
it's a beautiful thing. I have to ask you. There's so many great numbers and so many dance routines that you do in this show. It's great. There's a couple of really, really good ones. Is there one you could give us just a small sample of to get people into the mood?
If I can think of one.
Yes.
Okay, I'll have to stand up for it.
All right.
That's okay. Shake my legs out a little bit.
Ooh,
I know.
those rubber legs that I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh, the things you can think when you think about Seuss.
Ah, awesome. I love it. Come on down to the Argyle Theater. You get to see Jessica Murphy and the rest of this fantastic cast. We're playing Saturdays and Sundays at 10:30, straight through to August 27th, and we can't wait to see you at the Argyle Theater.